KiwiCloud allows you to deploy kiosk policies to restrict the usage of devices, limiting its functions to one or a few apps, and prevent unauthorized user operations. To create a kiosk policy, go to App Management and press Kiosk Policy. Click New Kiosk Policy. Select KMA Kiosk Policy. Enter a policy name and select Applications to run in kiosk mode. In this example, we will choose Any Desk. Once you are ready, click on Next Step. Here you can set a password to exit kiosk mode or leave blank, and define whether your app should launch on startup and/or have dynamic permissions. On the Device Restrictions tab, you can define system-level restrictions under the kiosk policy, such as blocking use of the power button, controlling whether system error prompts appear, customizing the navigation bar, configuring access to the status bar and notifications, and restricting access to system settings. When you are ready, click Next Step and choose when and where you want to deploy the policy. You can select all devices, groups, or do a manual selection. When you are ready, click Submit. And if your account has workflow enabled for kiosk policies, click Review and Approve to deploy the policy. In your device, the app will be installed automatically, and once you enter the app, you've entered kiosk mode. To exit kiosk mode, tap 8 times the screen with 2 fingers, and you'll be prompted to exit kiosk mode and enter the password if you set up one. And now you are able to operate the device normally until you enter again to the selected app. Note that apps listed on the kiosk policies will act like required apps, meaning the user will not be able to uninstall them until the policy is changed. Kiosk mode also allows you to set it up for multi-app. To apply this feature, when creating or editing a kiosk policy, select Multi-App on App Mode. Then choose the apps that you want to display on kiosk mode. In this case, we will select Any Desk and an iMin web app. Configure and deploy it to your desired devices. On our device, we will note that both of the apps are installed. Entering to one of these apps will immediately put the device on kiosk mode. In the case of web apps under kiosk mode, you will not be able to exit or visit other websites during the kiosk mode. Remember that to exit both of these apps, you can press with 2 fingers repeatedly the screen 8 times, enter the configured password and tap Exit, or disable the kiosk policy from the KiwiCloud platform. In kiosk mode, you can also force the device to only access the selected apps under the kiosk policy and no other. For this, create a kiosk policy, but now add the Kiosk App to the list. Let's deploy the policy to our device. The new Kiosk app will be automatically installed and activated once you publish the policy. From this app, you can easily access and switch between the kiosk-listed apps without needing to exit the kiosk mode and preventing the user to access unwanted apps. To exit the Kiosk app, you can tap the screen with 2 fingers 8 times or disable the policy from the KiwiCloud platform. By doing this, the device will be unrestricted until you access the Kiosk app again. Now that we know how to manage kiosk policies, we are ready to go through the Shadow Devices feature on KiwiCloud. Thank you for joining KiwiCloud.